Hello traders, Gary Wagner here just after 12 noon in Honolulu, 6 o'clock in New York. It is Wednesday, 9th day of October, 2019, and this is the Daily Report for Gold and Silver. Nice performance in the precious metals markets with a marginal move to the upside in gold. It seems when the Federal Reserve minutes were released from last month, they were construed as quite bullish in terms of what Fed members were saying. Let's take a look at current pricing. Traders, we did have modest moves to the upside in gold and a small downside move in silver. We are looking at what I call the aftermarket, meaning Australia has opened. It is after 12 noon. Gold, basis December, $1,511.60. It had a high today of $1,511.80, and that's because they've reset the clock. It opened at $1,510.80. Silver is currently trading down slightly, approximately 2 cents at $17.78, and in essence, we are looking at an unchanged dollar. Let's take a look at our current technical studies. We do have gold moving to higher ground as it begins to trade in Australia, currently $1,517.10, putting it up $4.30. When we look at various levels of potential resistance, I always want to fall back on either a Fibonacci extension or a Fibonacci retracement. In this case, we are using an extension because I felt that it so eloquently predicted the top of the market, the conclusion of this third wave. We also had a pretty decent call on the conclusion of a wave 4, and traders, I do believe that we have entered a fifth wave. First of all, we're currently at 1520. We do have a fast market scenario. You'll see that when I move the cursor itself, 1519.70. In terms of the levels that we want to look at, they're pretty close, but I do believe they shouldn't have any trouble going through them. The first one is 1518. We're at 1519. We're certainly through that. The next level that we really want to focus on is going to be the 1.5 extension of wave, and that comes in right at around 1540. Of course, we've got these two tops here, and then, of course, above that is going to be 1565, and that is this series of tops. So my sense is that we could see this market run much higher. I would look for a continuation of what we're seeing right now. And if we are going to get any short-term resistance, I don't think it will come in till about 1540. So I think we've got quite some room to the upside before we even have to make a decision as to how this fifth wave will play out. Now, we're looking at the same daily chart. However, I've converted a candlestick chart into a Japanese average or Heikin Ashi, because what we've seen recently is not this clear, strong, defined trend as you might see in areas such as here. You get a series of green candles. The green candles have an absence of wicks. Then we had a small basic correction to lower pricing. Then we went to this record high. Then we can see a clear and defined downtrend, but from there we're getting alternating candle color. You can see that right here. We had this pop up here, and then we had a defined downtrend. What I am seeing at this point is the fact that I believe gold is forming a base prior to it moving to higher ground. We've seen that before. We've talked about the fact that what we typically see in a market moving higher are periods of price spurts or ascents, followed by some sideways action. I call that base building, followed by a move to the continuation of that trend. And that, of course, is going to come with small moves back down, simple corrections. I think that that is what we're seeing. And traders, lastly, I do want to take a quick look at a weekly chart, standard candlestick format, because what we're seeing is this. We have been under pressure throughout the entire week. We can see the lows that came in right in here. And more importantly than that, we can see that for the first time this week, we're actually looking at a green candle, which means a solid finish over the next couple of days will certainly take us to a nice upside green candle. As we speak, market is roughly at $1,521. This has been Gary Wagner, wishing you as always good trading. We will talk to you tomorrow for the next daily update and review. Bye-bye.